Hey friends, I have gotten so many requests to share what's in my travel toiletry bag. We are gonna do just that. This is the bag I actually just keep stocked and ready to go for any trips we go on. And so I'm excited to share what I generally keep in here. So I'll link this travel bag below, but one of the first things I always bring are whitening strips. And I wanna thank today's video sponsor, which is Lumino. These are the whitening strips I've been using exclusively for the past few years. So I'm gonna show you how they work and why I love them. So one of the things I always have in my travel bag are whitening strips. I feel like, especially with the trip, it feels like a special event, a special occasion, so I want my teeth to look their best. But this is actually something I use for maintenance with teeth whitening throughout my life at home as well. So these are the Lumino whitening strips. These are actually sold on Amazon. I do have a $5 off link down below to get $5 off this 21 pack on Amazon. So I'm gonna show you how they work. They're so easy to use. My biggest thing is I used to have the worst sensitivity on my teeth, especially through pregnancies, but even when I was younger, when I would use other brands of whitening strips, like I couldn't even drink something that wasn't even super cold or super hot. It genuinely hurt my teeth. And so I had to stop using those for years and years. And when I discovered these a couple of years ago, I think it was another influencer, I wanna say Taylor Wynn, that was using these and loved them. I bought them on Amazon and I've never looked back. So this is how they come. It's 2 different strips. I am gonna put them on and leave them on for 30 minutes. The other cool thing I love about this is that you can use these 7 days straight. So you could put them on, do your makeup, take them off. You could do them at night. A lot of times I'll find myself remembering to use this at night in bed when I'm about to read a book. But I love that you can use them multiple days in a row. You will end that week of doing this every day with a completely different shade of teeth. I get a lot of DMs asking about what I'm doing to keep my teeth white, and this I think is one of the biggest reasons my teeth have remained white. So put them on. Okay. It's always weird to do this on camera. Okay, they are on. We're gonna give them 30 minutes. I'm gonna get some stuff done and we'll be back. All right, it was 10:20 when I put them on. It is 10:50 now. Oh. Don't look. So you have a film on your teeth you wanna brush off. I'm gonna do that right now. Okay, and it's crazy because my teeth are already whiter. Let me show you in like natural light. And this is day 1 if I were to do this 7 days in a row. I mean, I have been consistently amazed at how well this has done at keeping my teeth white. Like I said, at this point, I pretty much use it for maintenance. So I'll use one once a week, sometimes every other week. But I think when you first try it, do it a couple days in a row. Even like I said, you can do it up to 7 days in a row. You will be amazed. I love that it's available on Amazon. I love that it's a little bit more affordable. Like I said, I have a $5 off link down below for the 21 pack of these strips. So it actually uses dead sea salt, coconut, and lemon peel to whiten. So that's why it's able to whiten without causing all that sensitivity. So very happy with the results. Like I said, I've been a paying customer for years. I'm really excited to be working with them. So thank you so much, Lumino. Again, I will have the $5 off link for these on Amazon down below. I'll also have an pinned comment for you if that's easier to find on the screen. And let's get back to the rest of the products in my toiletry bag. So I wanted to also show you a bit about the bag itself. So this I bought on Amazon. It's actually Vera Bradley brand, but I love it because it has every bit of organization I could really ever want. I really love this kind of sage green color, but they had it in black. And I want to say a couple other things. So I'll see what I can find and link it. They might have a few patterns, but I don't know. My fear was that this is being like phased out or discontinued. I'm like, no. So we'll see. But yeah, this truly has more room than I would ever need. So let's start in this back compartment. It's kind of magnetic. So there's the main zipper compartment, this front area, which is actually for makeup brushes, these 2 side areas, and then this back pocket. And then there's more organization inside. So back here, I keep this little nail kit, anything, so that I don't have to keep saying it. Anything I'm showing you in here that I can, I will link below. A lot of these were bought on Amazon, so it'd just be nice to have them all in one place. So these are just like a little set of nail tools. It also has tweezers. The tweezers in it are not great, like for plucking. I bring different tweezers for like my eyebrows, but it is so nice. We end up using this in some capacity at least once every trip, usually multiple times, whether I'm cutting the kids' nails or we just need whatever for whatever. It is so awesome, and it is so compact. And then I also have this random little pouch It's actually from Ana Luisa, like jewelry from them. But I have a little sewing kit that I got at some point from the Grand Hotel in Mackinac Island. And then some moleskin, like for blisters. You can buy this from Dr. Scholl's like in a roll, and I just always have some with me, and you can cut it. It is amazing if you get blisters on your feet from walking a lot when you're traveling. You bring some with you. It is so much better than Band-Aids. It stays on really well. It is completely a game changer. I lived most of my life so far not knowing about that stuff, so I love to like shout its praises when I can. So that's everything I keep in that back little area. Let's go into the side compartment. So this is actually a lot of my skincare there. So I have my deep cleansing oil from DHC. I love this stuff. Usually one of these bottles will last me multiple trips. And then I also have some of my skincare I just kind of depotted into these little containers here. So I've got my rosehip oil, my vitamin C, and then peptide serum that I've been using. Most of these are actually almost empty, although it looks like the peptide serum has plenty. And then I also have a little depotted SPF. With SPF, I will say, like, this is just almost gone. I feel like you have to be careful with products like this and skincare. Like, you wouldn't want it to be in there for years and then refilling it on top of what's already in there. I would definitely recommend like clean it out or use a new one, or, you know, just think through how you use it. But it is really nice to have smaller containers for things that you really want to bring. But if you're bringing the full size of everything and a lot of serums are in like glass containers, it's just not a good idea. These are so much lighter, so much smaller, and you can bring way more. I'm not showing you the makeup I typically bring because that changes every time, but I have really been utilizing these little guys a lot. They come in like a 6-pack on Amazon. I do think I like these better than these. You can trust these a little bit more. None of them leak. It's just that the pump I feel like is not as good on the other ones. But using this for foundation is amazing. And then I also have this tiny Tatcha Indigo cream. I actually just typically will clean this out and refill it, which is nice because it's really small. It's a product I love, and then I didn't have to buy like a separate container for it. But these little side compartments are amazing at keeping things where you need them. A lot of times I would pack my toiletries, sometimes just like in a larger bag, and it would feel like, okay, where's all my skincare stuff? And it's all mixed in, or where's my hair care? This I'm able to compartmentalize a little bit more, which I love. Then on this side of the toiletry bag, we have got my contacts and my retainer. Again, these are things I was reaching for daily in theory, and so I wanted it to be easy to find. So I had my retainer just in here. It's currently in my bathroom. And then I also have my contacts in here. I was able to fit a ton of them in there. I also have stuff to clean my, not dentures, my retainer with, which is just nice to have. So yeah, that works out really nicely for those quick grab items. This front compartment really is for makeup brushes. It actually has little places for them, and then you can wipe this whole thing clean. It's got that like squeaky plastic. But I end up just throwing the brushes in there. But it is so nice to have a place for them. I used to have a separate, I mean, I still have it, a separate bag just for brushes. And I've used that from time to time, but it's kind of nice to just have it all together in here. Because oftentimes the makeup bag I bring is not humongous, so I don't have a lot of room to put like the brushes in there too. So it's nice to have a spot for that. And I'll actually usually put whatever beauty sponge I'm using in here too. Just like here, and it'll squish in, and I love that it's fine because it's that plastic I can wipe clean and it's not getting all over everything else. So then we get to the main compartment. So this is gonna look a little bit disorganized, I feel like, but it's not. I mean, there's little pockets here, there's pockets there as well, and then it's not the same. Let's see. The pocket area has like the wipe away clean area, but then the rest of it, it's just like that nylon or whatever you call it. So I brought my go-to deodorant, the Lumi whole body deodorant. This is the Smooth Solid. I always get the unscented just because I let my perfume do the work of the smell I want for the day, but I just want my deodorant to just deodorize. So let's do hair care stuff. So I've got the Bedhead Masterpiece Hairspray. This is one of my absolute favorites. I love it so much. I also was bringing this Oribe dry shampoo. I think I got it as like a free gift with some order at some point. I like it, but I would never like go out and buy this just based on the price. I just think there's better out there. I also got the LolaVie Glossing Detangler travel size. This is something I love. And what I love is that I can just now refill this. It's a really good pump. This is my favorite detangling heat protectant spray right now. And so I love that they have a travel size of it. And then I also, this is almost gone, have this little squishy thing I think I got from Sephora in a pack. And it's got my go-to deep conditioner that's more affordable. It is the Aussie 3-Minute Miracle. I feel like oftentimes when I travel, no matter where I'm staying, Airbnb, hotel, whatever, the conditioner never cuts it for what I need for my hair. And so I've just realized bringing my own deep conditioner that I know detangles, it moisturizes the way I need it to. That Aussie 3-Minute Miracle stuff is amazing, and it's like under 10 bucks. It is so good. So I just refill this each time. I also have a wet brush. I probably should buy a new one. It's the kind that just pops out. It works out really well, and then it doesn't take up a lot of room. It's got a little mirror. I use it for me and the girls. This one's just seen better days, so I should probably replace it soon. And then I also have some like hair cream that I did in this little container. I also have some body lotion. This is amazing, especially if you're doing like carry-on stuff, you guys, because these fold so unbelievably flat. So we did a carry-on only trip earlier this year, and usually we check at least one bag, especially with the kids. So doing carry-on only, I really had to get creative, and these were one of my favorite finds. Like I said, they don't leak at all. They take up virtually no room. They weigh nothing. I just brought the full daddy of my tretinoin cream that I use on my face. Honestly, I had at one point depotted it into a smaller thing, which I think is fine for like a week. But I feel like the ingredients in it, it's probably not a good idea. And that's why I was like, I'm just gonna bring the thing, you know. I also couldn't fit this in the little skincare side thing, but I brought one of my favorite cleansers, the CeraVe Hydrating Cleanser. I just love that stuff. I have, this is actually, should have been in my makeup bag, but the Kosas SPF, this is the Dream Beam. It's one of my go-tos for an everyday face sunscreen. It doesn't break me out. I just love it. Then this is my travel razor. So I just leave one in here because this is the thing I will always forget to pack for myself. So I was like, you know what? This was kind of my older one. I replaced the blade. It's a Billy razor. I replaced the blade on it, you know, from time to time. They also sell this little travel holder that holds it perfectly and snaps in. There's breathing room in there. Amazing. So love having that. I also, and these we used on this past trip, have a little thing of safety pins. You just don't know. You will use them at some point, and you will be so glad you have them, and so I'm glad I have them. I also have some of these little sensitive wipes you can get individually packed if there's not enough time for a shower, or you just need a refresh, especially like at the airport or something, or a road trip. These are amazing, having those individually wrapped ones. So then my thing is, like, for everyday life, I like having just a pack of, 30 of those kinds of wipes. But for travel, if I have a pack of those, I'm only gonna use some, and then I worry that they're gonna dry out. So having individually wrapped ones is key. Plus you can throw one or two in your like purse if you want. I also have this little bag that I think used to hold jewelry, and it has my hair things in it. So I've got a bunch of hair ties, some safety pins. I used to pack like 20 hair ties. And what really happens in my day-to-day life is I use the same hair tie for like a week. I might accidentally lose it or use it for one of the girls. And so then I really only need like 3 to 4 hair ties for the week. So I put in like 5 for good measure. And then I usually have one that I'm wearing that day and I'm good. But I used to pack so many. I have a small thing of perfume. This is the Ariana Grande Cloud perfume. I love, oh my gosh, it smells so good, so clean. Very unoffensive when you're traveling, you know. I have a little before you go spray. Love having that. It's just nice if you're sharing a hotel room with people. Tide to go pen. Again, when you need this, you will be so glad you have it. You won't need it all the time, but it's so nice. I also have the Sun Bum SPF 30 lip balm in here. Actually, I have the O'Keeffe's SPF lip balm as well. I don't think I realized I had both of those in there. If I were picking, I would pick the O'Keeffe's. It's better. And it's not as nasty on the lips, you know? I also have a hair clip. This one happens to be a Mickey shaped one. I think I got on Etsy. But I always have a hair clip in here just for good measure. Let me put all these in. So what I'll typically do is if something is nearly out, I'll go ahead and add it to my shopping list and buy it and put it in here. That way when it's time to pack, if I'm packing the day of or the day before, I'm not like scrambling to figure out where in the world I'm gonna, you know, I gotta run to the store and get it. I end up having to anyway, but you know. And so then up here in this little pouch area I showed you before, I've got the Lumino whitening strips, and then I've got my toothbrush. I've got Aquaphor for lip balm. This is amazing. I mean, you can use it for anything. Dry cuticles, I can actually use it right now. You can use it for so many things. A diaper cream. It is amazing to have, and I love that they have these small ones. I always say, if you're gonna use it as lip balm, the Aquaphor lip balm is terrible. It dried my lips out, but just regular Aquaphor healing ointment in these little travel tubes, they come in a 2-pack, are amazing. And then I've got a little thing of floss in there. I always have some Tums because you know what? Same thing. I've never traveled and not needed Tums at one point, so it's nice to just have a little thing of it. Doesn't really take up much room. That is that. That's everything. What do you think? It's funny because sometimes, like, even sitting down to film this video, I'm like, boy, I bring a lot of stuff with me, but when I really look at this, I use everything I bring, and a lot of the things I've decanted into pretty small containers. And I know that when I have to, like if I am doing a carry-on trip, I really can pare it down and fit a lot of these things in that quart-size Ziploc, no problem. So yeah, I hope that was either helpful or enjoyable, whatever. If you are traveling and you're watching this and you're prepping for a trip, I'm excited for you. I hope your trip goes so well. If you're just watching this because you watch my videos or you just were interested, thank you so much for the support. Thank you also to Lumino for, of course, sponsoring a piece of this video. Again, I absolutely love these whitening strips. I've trusted them for years. I've used them exclusively for years as my whitening strip of choice. So I hope you enjoy them too. I will have the $5 off link down in the description box and in a pinned comment. Thank you guys so much. I hope you subscribe, stick around for more content, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.